So I've been looking for some motivation to get some more work done on Bugsy. Well, I've just been invited to bring Bugsy along and represent my car club at the biggest indoor car show in Canada in a week. Hello YouTubes, I've been invited to attend the biggest indoor car show in Canada, Motorama. It's kind of a big deal. I'll be rubbing shoulders with some of Canada's elite in the world of hot rods and muscle cars, like this guy, and I think this guy is actually doing a live roof chop over the 3-day show. Quite exciting. But most importantly, I will be representing the Rebels Car Club, which is a non-profit club, just started last year. It's growing massively. And Steve, the founder, has invested a lot of his own money and time to help a local charity, The Rock. Not that Rock. Reach Out Centre for Kids in Burlington. It's a great charity, a great cause, and it's only going to get better over time. So, no pressure. We just need to remove some of this ice. Oh dear, it's pretty thick. And peel the cover off and get it stuck in. Let's go. Right, let's see what we're doing. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have time to do the full bodywork and paint thing that I plan to do at some point this year. But I would like to take care of all these holes that have been there forever, those 4 there, and move the fuel filler over to where it's supposed to be with all that lovely piping that Alan from Hook's Hot Rods gave to me. So for the show, I want to just get rid of all the surface rust again and get a pile of clear coat on it. It's quite a lot has developed over winter under that cover. Bullet holes remain, part of the character, but there's quite a lot of that surface rust, that random patch there. Overall, it's not too bad. The hood has actually survived quite well over winter so far. And of course the bumpers, I'm just going to grind them down, get rid of that surface rust and clear coat it. It will turn out sort of black like that, which is much better than the rust colour. I hate the rust. I love the bare metal look, but I don't like the rust. And usual bits, scabs all over the place. So a fair bit of grinding to do. Well, when I say grinding, I'm going to be using a Scotch pad on a rotational sanding device of some description. Interior's fine, nothing to see here. It's actually getting quite dirty. Yuck. Wife will not be happy. She doesn't want to be sitting in that dirty girl. So let us begin then. We'll get the air tools out. Probably remove the number plate just so I can get right in behind that, because there's a whole line across there that needs cleaned up. And we will make sure we've got some clear coat so we can cover it all back up very quickly, because obviously Bugsy's still going to be sitting outside for a week. Although I can reverse Bugsy in a little bit just to paint the back and then drive it forward, turn it around, bring it in, do the front. Let us begin. Now, I know some of you are losing your minds over me using a wire wheel and an angle grinder, but trust me, nothing gets that rust out. The metal's still solid, it's just really deep surface rust. Do you know what I mean? Right, I can't go too far because we're getting a big snowstorm tomorrow. I need to make sure that whatever I've uncovered, I have to paint over and make sure it dries in time before tomorrow. And also I don't have much clear coat left, so that kind of screws me up as well. So let me get that painted. Actually, what I will do, before I put the bumper back on, I will get the small orbital sand, the wee mini sander on the gun thing, and I'll just do the areas that I won't be able to reach behind the bumper. So let me get that done and we'll see how it looks once it's painted. I think the bumper turned out quite nice actually. baby steps. Just get the complete rest of the car to do. Now, there are a couple of things I would really like to get done before next week, because there's a fair chance I'll be driving in the snow. As you may know, I have no door windows, which could be a wee bit drafty in the snow. However, I do actually have a pair of those quarter windows, you know, the wee flippy out ones. Ted gave me them a long time ago. I've never actually fitted them because I wanted the complete window, but I really think I'm going to need this for next week because it's pretty cold and obviously a bit snowy still, and a storm coming tomorrow. So that is one job that I don't need to worry about painting, if you know what I mean. It's I can take them out once I know how they're installed. I can take them out to repaint it, but you know, obviously I need to get that done. I also have a couple of those perspex plastic windows that fit the whole thing, so I can cut them down to shape if it's really horrendous next week. But I don't mind driving in the weather. I'm from Scotland, remember, I'm used to it. I also noticed when I started it up earlier, this exhaust was knocking. When I fitted this, it was really tight. So I just need to loosen off the clamp at the far side, twist it around that way a tiny bit. We're talking like 5mm. I've only got like a centimetre to spare at either side. In fact, completely. So I just need to twist that round and the exhaust should be good. Apart from that, it's still driving great. I took it around the block earlier on. Driving like a champ. So I'm fairly confident we'll get to Toronto and back. If you're interested in coming along to the show, it is next weekend, the 10th, 11th and 12th at the International Centre, Mississauga, next to Toronto. We will be in Hall 3. Just look for the Rebels Car Club. If you do drop by and say hello, and if you mention my channel, you'll get a free sticker. How generous. Yes, I know. Right folks, I will be back at it tomorrow, probably doing those windows. Wish me luck. See you then. Bye.